Here's one of this week's big reviews, and it's Retcon Boards of Canada synthesis from Audio Warp. That's available via the Contact Hub website. Thank you so much to Contact Hub for sending me a copy of this for review. The library is based around providing source sounds for ambient and synth music based on the tunes of Boards of Canada. So you've got here leads, plucks, pads and atmospheres, and they've all got a nice kind of analogue tone. This library runs in the full version of Contact only, and it's about 2.5 gigabytes compressed. Okay, I'm going to start off by saying this review is going to be very difficult to explain what's happening in this library, and I'm showing you the interface now, but it won't really help much with what I'm saying. It's the sort of library where you do have to head to the manual or to the extensive walkthrough videos. Both the manual and the walkthrough videos are pretty good, but even after you've purchased this library, you are going to be referring back to those because of that unique interface. The interface itself is based around an unusual hexagon arrangement which uses colour coding, so not all of the controls are where you think they ought to be, but they are mostly there. You've got a dual voice engine here, so you can choose between 84 different sound sources, and you can use 3 filters per voice to shape the sound using LFOs and envelopes. There's also a modulation panel for tremolo and pitch modulation. There's an FX panel too, you've got options in there, and the standout interface panel for me is the volume, chord and pitch sequencing panel, which makes for very interesting progressions if you use unusual chord voicings. So there was plenty to like about this library. The sounds are really lush, expansive and kind of drifting as well. They've got that nice analog kind of warbling quality. There are also plenty of options for manipulating them in the engine, as long as you can figure out that engine in the first place. The chord sequencer is a standout. It can create really interesting and unusual soundscapes really easily. Also, the 130 snapshots show off what the instrument can do really well, so I was really impressed with those. In terms of things that I think could be improved, well, the interface is going to be really divisive for some people. Not all the controls are where you think they ought to be, and as I say, you're going to have to refer to the manual and the walkthrough video to get your head around exactly what's happening. The interface is very pretty, and I do like a unique take on a Contact instrument rather than just the usual slides and knobs, but you're going to have to research this to get the most out of the instrument. There's a few things negotiating the interface that I would have liked to improve upon. A back button would have been useful. I was kind of clicking around trying to find how to get back to various screens, so that would have been handy. Maybe an in-interface help screen next time would be useful, just something in the corner that I can click and see exactly what all of those different hexagons do. Overall, I think if you're wanting some analogue sounds in that Boards of Canada vibe, Retcon is really going to sort you out, and if you take the time to delve deep into that interface and know what you're doing with the unusual controls, then you're really going to get some stellar production out of this. Thank you so much for watching. That's just a small taste of the Samplecast, a weekly podcast and YouTube show for sample library geeks and plugin enthusiasts. You can find out more information at thesamplecast.com. Don't forget to subscribe.